Hello, I'm back again for another JJK What If video. Today we are doing what if, let's say, what if Itadori inside of the shell was capable of just pulling out Sukuna, and Sukuna would just deal with everyone that was fighting Itadori, and I label that as OP, because just bringing out a crazed lunatic guy to just, and Sukuna is strong as bringing a dude like that out just to fight your battles is Megumi and Nobara. Nobara was able to take out like a death painting or two. Actually, I can't even remember. I know she took out one death painting, aka Kichizu, so. Oh, that's what I was missing. I forgot about the death paintings arc. Probably because I was moving too fast and I was about time to go to bed, so. So, today I'm thinking about giving a buff to Megumi and Nobara. Because overall, Megumi has like multiple suicide attempts on his belt with Maharaga. And the dude was only facing people like finger bearers and Sukuna twice. He almost used it on Sukuna twice. And then, yeah. And then, he did, and then in Shibuya arc, he does end up pulling up Maharaga, and then he just gets punched directly into a wall. So what I'm saying is that I'm going to give a buff to Megumi's physical strength, but also his Shikigami's strength. Because at the end of the story, I do want Megumi to actually be able to tame Maharaga. So yeah. So yep. What? And Nobara is harder for me to decide because she has the straw doll technique. I'd say, like, to be honest, I don't really fucking know how to just, like, give her a boost in strength. Maybe she's just better at martial arts, because every single time Nobara is fighting someone, she never uses martial arts, ever. Only time I've ever seen her fight with something is with her nails, and that's it. So, yeah. Now, if Megumi and Nobara are that, like, super strong, how strong will Itadori be? Okay, this what if is. I'm changing the what if now. Because I just realized that Itadori is the main character, and he's supposed to be really OP with plot armor. I mean, he can see a lot of things, but he can't die, so. I guess, let's see. What if Geto never died? Because at the end of Jujutsu Kaisen 0, he dies. So what if he doesn't die? That means Kenjaku wouldn't have a host to go into or anything, really. So that's good. So, would he have a change of heart? I don't really think so. Because the first thing he says is that when he's about to die is, I'll get Rika next time. So I'm pretty sure that if he weren't to die, that he would just continue with his plan to get Rika. But I think that he would hide in the shadows until the start of the JJK series, and I think that Geto would meet up with the disaster curses. But I have this big question that is very interesting to know. Would Geto absorb the disaster curses, or would he just leave them be? Because he could just add their powers to his arsenal, or just summon them and force them to do stuff. So I am gonna say that he does absorb Jogo, Hanami, Dagon. The only one he wasn't able to absorb was Mahito because Geto doesn't have that special double soul thing that just lets him survive. So Geto absorbed everyone else and then sprinted from Mahito. Because Mahito, he's just plain too powerful for Geto. And you might be wondering, Geto is stronger than him physically and mentally and all of that stuff, right? But the only way Geto can beat Mahito is if he stays far away from him. Because one touch of Mahito kills Geto. So I'd say Geto sprint. And that's just natural. Because it's Mahito and he's creepy as hell. So, what is his main goal in this? He still wants to get rid of all the quote-unquote filthy monkeys, and I hate saying that, but I have to quote-unquote what he usually says, so. Maybe I don't, but either way. So Geto is just, I guess, really racist or something? Because isn't Geto technically human? He's a Jujutsu sorcerer, he has cursed energy, but he's still human, which means he's just calling himself a monkey. It's very weird. But anyways, I think his plan is, now from what I know, Rika, Yuda's Rika, is a fragment of the original Rika. So I think that she'd still be able to be absorbed by Geto when Geto wants to. So I think that Geto's main goal would be to absorb Rika and then also get Itadori on his side. Because Geto already knows he ain't getting Yuta on his side, that's for sure. Itadori is a whole different person because Geto, I don't know if Geto can be that very whatchamacallit to Itadori. So what I'm trying to say is that he just hides in the shadows. He tries and absorbs Rika, which he fails again. Because Yuta is stronger now. He's stronger than before. He tries to get Itadori on his side, but he still fails. So he decides that he just needs to keep absorbing curses. which he gets basically a monopoly on curses, like millions. Because if he was able to get thousands in a couple of years, it's been a couple of years since the incident, I think that Geto would be able to get a couple hundred. And at one point, I do think that he finally manages to absorb Rika after a long fight. And I think that it says that Rika has like unlimited cursed energy, so. What the frick? Okay. Anyway, back to my what if. Because someone interrupted me. So yeah, Itadori still isn't gonna get us side. And Sukuna is Sukuna and he doesn't really care. So yeah, I think that now he has Rika, and I think he'd try to get all of his curses stronger that he's absorbed. So after he'd do that, he'd just completely start training until the Shibuya incident. Because Geto is an interesting character, but I don't think he's stupid enough to just run. He's learned from his past mistakes of the parade of 100 demons. He's learned from that if you try and fight someone while everyone else is distracted, you're gonna get demolished. So he decided that he needs to train up every single thing that he has and then just use all of the things he absorbed. That's the thing. That's his main goal, his main plan of sorts. Geto is an interesting character, I can say, but when the Shibuya, I don't know how the Shibuya incident would start, because there is no disaster curses, which means that Gojo wouldn't be like just taking that long just to fight the disaster curses, which means he's not sealed. And Kenjaku doesn't have a host to inhabit that I know of. So Gojo, at one point Geto and Gojo meet and they fight. Now Gojo shoots out, was doing the triple piece combo McWubbigan. Because he was almost demolishing Geto, but Geto was doing some decent hand-to-hand combat, which was able to help him win a little. Gojo uses his actually wait, what am I saying? Freaking Geto can't even get past Gojo's infinity. But I think that Geto would have a plan for that, because he has that worm thing, which means he has a bunch of all of Toji's weapons in it. So I'd say that at one point he goes searching for the inverted sphere of heaven and he finds it. Because if they were to fight, then it would be impossible for him to actually fight Gojo. So they fight and Gojo wins, but only because because Geto is not as fast as Toji, and in the end, he gets hit with a reversal red and a lapse blue, which both sends him back and pulls him back, and it crushes him. Now, I want to know, should I kill Geto in this bit, or should he just escape again? Because Gojo, I think that in one final ditch effort, like Frieza did inside of the Namek Saga, that Geto's just gonna shoot out a ball of all of the cursed spirits he absorbed, and that ball is going to clash with Hollow Purple. And I think that Geto's ball is going to win because the amount of curses he absorbed is unbelievable. And also the fact that if Yuta and Rika were there with the pure love power, then Geto would lose. But in this bit, he wins because he has just that much energy of cursed spirits. Which means that Hollow Purple destroys some of the cursed spirits, but in the end, the cursed spirits that Geto absorbed win, and Gojo is either dead or Geto just found something to still him win. Which I think Geto would just kill him because Gojo is just gonna interfere with his plans. So yeah, that basically means that Geto just wins. If he can defeat Gojo with one of those curse spirit ball things, the big thing that he uses at the end of Jujutsu Kaisen, Zero, then I'm pretty sure that he can beat up Gojo with it if he has more of the curse spirits in it. But I do think that the first thing he's going to do is attack Shibuya, which makes the Shibuya incident, and then he just destroys every city and then kills every human, kills every being without cursed energy, and then everyone with cursed energy basically lives happily ever after, because in the end, all of the cursed spirits can't just respawn because of human negative emotions, because the people with cursed energy probably will be trained on how to learn how to be trained on how to control it properly. So yeah. Well, I guess this is only a one-parter.